Morning, everyone. Welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room for Tuesday, April the 30th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Can I get a sound check, please? Excellent. All right. Well, let's take a look at some of the things that are happening this morning. Of course, the big one, Google, down 8%, $100, down 8%. So that's probably been a bit of a damper on the tech market to start anyway. Anybody trading Google? Probably you're not trading the stock. If you might be trading the options, but anyway, there is Google down. So this could be an interesting one. This PRGO, they have gapped down. I guess this stems from a 2013 acquisition they did. An IRS audit, basically telling them you owe us $843 million. They're going to fight it, as you would imagine. So we'll have to see what happens with PRGO. And Pinterest, PINS, continues its ascent here. Tremendous IPO from 2 weeks ago. General Electric, old school company, E-gap up through the 200-a-day moving average. There it is. Sitting on it right now, 1043, so it had gone up to 1083. It's at 1045 right now, 1043 right now. So we're sitting right on the 200-day moving average. CGNX, there are a ton of earnings plays, by the way, guys, as we said yesterday. CGNX, just have to look, I've just sorted on the earnings date. Look at them all here. Everything in blue, there's a ton of them. Can't go over them all, of course. CGNX gap down through the 200-day moving average. I try to pick the ones that maybe have gap down through or up through a 200-day moving average with maybe some room on the daily. But again, it's hard for me to go over them all. But anyway, CGNX is one of them. TREX, T-R-E-X, one that gap down through the 200-day moving average. Red is not an earnings play. Some kind of a deal they've, what is it, CMSS? Gap up on a deal with CMSS. I think CMSS is some kind of an acquisition company. See how that plays out. PI, that's an earnings play. It's gapped up also. Nice gap on the weekly and the daily. Big breakaway gap right now. PI. It's going to be a fun trader. FLWS, Flowers. Another one that's gapped up. Taking all this out on the daily. Not very much volume, but some of them, you know, they just start out. I shouldn't say some of them. Believe me, the volume will pick up. And I guess people are still buying at McDonald's. Look at this. What a gap up for McDonald's. Got all the way up to $204, down to $199 now. Gap up on earnings, lifetime high. GLW is a gap down, another earnings play, gap down. Nice looking breakdown here on the weekly. And it went through the 200-day moving average also. Now, when I first saw this ZYNE sign, it was up here. It looked like it was trying to really break out of that 12 area. We'll have to see. It's been on a roll, of course. TXRH, Texas Roadhouse. TXRH, another earnings play, a gap down. VRNS, Varonis is a gap up also. I think, no, not through the earnings play. One moment, please. Guys, I'll be back in about 4 or 5 minutes. All right, about maybe about 9:15 or so. So just keep. If you want to take a look at in this section right here for everything else that is market, you can just scan through all these. All right, I will be back. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, so yeah, so here are all of the earnings plays right now. So there are going to be a ton of them. This will be, of course, filled up all day today, and for actually probably the next 3 weeks. So where was I? Zine, GSB, might be an interesting one. GSB, it's a low float situation. I don't know anything about this company, GSB. It's gapped up on earnings. Nice big break, of course, right there. WDC, Western Digital, gap down on earnings. MBIO, gapping down. Remember this 2 weeks ago, man, it got up to 1023. So this is gapping down, proposed financing. STX, Seagate, STX, gapping up through the 200-day moving average. So for fun today, I am going to watch Lyft to see what happens in the first, say, 15 to 30 minutes. See if it has the same pattern it's had for the last 2 days. Let me see, when the market opens, it falls, and then it has a recovery. So let's see here, NOVN it secures up to $35 million, and okay. 916, so let me see what sort of upgrades and downgrades we have for this morning. All right, there are some of the upgrades. Get the downgrades in now. Yeah, next I got a few downgrades. All right, there are some of the upgrades and downgrades from briefing.com this morning. All right, just kind of watching. And somebody was mentioning, I'll look at Oxy. Yeah, I saw that big spike, and then it just completely fell off again. See if there's anything here. So somebody was mentioning Digital Ally. So it's trading a lot right now. 120, what that means is that 120 means it's trading 1.2 times what it would normally, in the pre-market, what it would normally trade all day long. Obviously, this is not a heavily traded stock right now. Yeah, don't try to you drive yourself crazy trying to figure out the market like that. Why does something not go up when you think it should? This one, look at wage here. It's not an earnings play. Earnings are in 4 days. The interesting one is the big gap up. Oh, I see. Health Equity reports confirmation of proposal to buy WageWorks. Right, okay. Design coming back a little bit again off that 12 mark. There's the high, the pre-market high, 1237. This is one of the more disastrous IPOs, Apron, Blue Apron. I know they had earnings, but this one cannot. This one will do nothing. And Canada is an earnings play also. A big float, 1.5 billion in the float. But I have stuck an alert right here around 778. May not happen today, but if it does take this out, you can see that it's got a nice potential void fill for Encana, ECA. I don't think I ever heard of this company until yesterday, Verb, V-E-R-B. And an active, oh, I guess, well, I don't think this is an IPO, but maybe a change of name. So they probably had a change of name. By the way, guys, I don't know anybody who follows this Spruce Point Capital, but you know, they teased it yesterday in the evening. They're going to be coming up with another quote unquote big expose on some company that, and a name, kind of a name company that they think is, I don't know if it's come out already. So I think they stagger these emails. With some name company that they're going to expose. Clicking through a few of these down here, APTX, well, it was up a lot actually, 490. It's completely sold off. Phase one steady, low float, 13 million in the float. So it had gapped up on phase one study news. GLW, guys, continues to move down here on earnings. Gap down through the 200-day moving average, 32.75. So it continues to move down here. Look at the, so right here, maybe a little bit of support around that 30 mark. So about $1 away, 29.80, maybe. Another great IPO. I mean, man, oh man, TPTX. I mean, look at this. Getting close to a 50% increase. Oh, I know. It's really unbelievable with that Pinterest. Pins. And you know, it's funny, the one that I was really kind of keen on really it didn't do anything. TUFN. Keen on because of the float. No other reason. I don't know anything about this company other than I just thought the float made it kind of attractive for big moves, but really hasn't done it. No, I didn't. I believe I traded it, but I did not swing it. Yeah, big one, of course, after hours today. So as usual, I'll probably wait to sit out the first 15 minutes, let things settle down a little bit before I hop in to do something. VRNS is making a little move here on earnings. Not very much volume yet, though. It's low float, though. 29 million in the float. All right. I remember HEB years and years ago. Okay, that's why it's not showing up on any. I think I have a 50-cent minimum. It's not a super low floater, this HEB, 46 million in the float. Surprised that they, okay, they're on Amex. I guess Amex has different listing requirements. All right, everybody, market's going to open in less than 1 minute. Let's have a great trading day today. Get my gappers. Well, but GE has got a ton of shares in the float. They got 8.6 billion in the float. So it's just always an active trader. Seagate continues to move here up through that 200-day moving average, 46, 30, 46. In fact, it was, I think when we were talking about it, it was just sitting on it. All right, we are now open. Again, I'm going to let the first 15 minutes do its thing. Intelsat is an earnings play. Challenging that 19 mark. Yeah, JMIA, like some fairly significant profit taking right now. Another earnings play, a small one. Now this is interesting. A small one, DBD, big psychological level is taking out right now, that 10 level. Look at the gap on the weekly and the daily. So that Ren is turning out to be a bit of a bust right now. Tile Shop. This is another one is a gap down on earnings, big gap down on earnings. This is a lifetime low for the Tile Shop. This could be a disastrous one. TXRH, yeah, this is continuing to gap down on earnings. Yeah, I like that, the Diebold reel, yeah, with that underneath, wow, it just went. Huh. What's the spread like? Yeah, 932, 945. Guys, ZYNE is ripping here now. Great volume already, 300,000 shares already. Well, the Tile Shop. Do I break my rule here? Lifetime low, of course, TTS. Well, I was trying to break my rule, but I couldn't get it. It's down almost 20%. Could not get a fill where I wanted. And look how whippy that is. I mean, I have no idea how many shares were sold down here. $9 back up to $9.90. That is a tremendous whip. What? Pin's going down? How can that be? All right, so Lyft right now is not doing what it did the last couple of days. In other words, sinking on the first two 15-minute candles. So far, it's only 10 minutes into this candle. Anything can happen. But it actually does look like it wants to keep moving higher here. Yeah, you got anywhere from a 30 to 40 cent spread right now for PI on earnings. Yeah, you got to be careful, especially in the first 15. I mean, some of these spreads can get really crazy. Logitech. Oh, look at Logi. Did I mention it? I know I had it. I did put it on the list. It's a Swiss stock, LOGI. Probably some support around that 37 mark for Logi, LOGI. At AUDC, this is an earnings play. You can really see it in the pre-market. Look at this, was up, and now it's way down. AUDC. Low float, 24 million in the float, AUDC. On the daily, looks like there could be some, well, here's 13 maybe support area. It's already gone through a little potential support area there at 1545. Wow, look at it, can just continue down here. AUDC. Yeah, nice initial action from ZYNE Zine. Yeah, this is, I mean, I don't even understand that. I don't know if that's really true. I mean, that was in a heartbeat, right down to 9, right back up to 10, basically, for the DVD. Yeah, GE is still active here. So what, 1082 and pre-market high, 1084-ish for the pre-market high for General Electric, still has room. Big float though, of course, 8.6 billion in the float. No, this is an interesting one. The CNX right here, big area for it to take out right there on the weekly and the daily. Almost would almost be a lifetime low. And the reason why there's only a little sliver there, it's proportion. So it was a high at 109. So what's the volume like? Pretty good volume so far. Big float. Not quite down 10%. Oh, look at WDR. Nothing, no action at all in the pre-market. No clue this was going to happen for WDR. Another one, hardly any action in the pre-market. BRKS, low volume so far, but it is an earnings play. 30, okay, yeah, way over the 200-day moving average. Hello, Smitty. What's the market doing? Okay, so the market was, yeah, it was negative now. So there's the first so far. We have 4 minutes left for this first 15-minute candle. Big bottoming tail so far. Let's see if that continues. Here's another interesting one. AMX, another earnings play. 1537, gap down through the 200-day moving average. Has a little bit of room, 14 or so. 1430-ish or so. Probably a big, yeah, 1.9 billion in the float. But if it takes out 14, this could have a, you know, an interesting move down to this level before it stalls. All right, well, Diebold down again, DBD. What's the spread like right now? Yeah, it's only a penny right now, DBD. But it is down 22%, might be hard to get. Well, there's a nice break here in the weekly for breaks, BRKS. I know it's Brooks. ETH is an earnings play. Just starting out, Ethan Allen, 59,000 shares, just starting out. Is that it? Is that the one? PetQ? That was their tease from yesterday, last night. Yeah, they obviously stagger the emails, just like most of them. Citron does the same thing. Okay, now PRGO, obviously huge area for it to maybe try to get some support around 46.30. You know, it's about $1 away from that support area. If it breaks through that, and look at it on the weekly, again, being hit with a 830, what was it, $843 million tax bill based on a 2013 acquisition. They are fighting it. Wow, look at AUDC. You could not get it where I wanted to. Now, HIIQ had, let's see, what did it do on the daily yesterday? Yeah, so a bit of topping tail right there, sold off. Looks like wants to continue down. Looks like there might be some support though, not that far away for HIIQ. Trivago. Well, if you have Holly, you see that she's alerted Trivago here, has earnings tomorrow before the market opens. It's amazing, you know, they continue to advertise everywhere that I see on TV. It's expensive, but it hasn't done a thing for their business, I guess. Too much other competition out there, I guess. Look at Sabre, another earnings play, just tanking here. Sort of support do we have? 2171, maybe that area there. Well, the mindset has to be shorting right now. Two big red candles. Pretty whippy. There's a dollar pop off that low for PetQ. All right, CGNX. It had gapped down, but it is trying to come back here. 48.25. So it is now through the 200-day moving average. It had gapped down through it. Now it's just above it. 48.25, the 200-day moving average. Let's see, Holly's trying to short this OII. I don't know. It's an earnings play. It seems pretty strong right now. Okay, I'm going to start looking at some of these earnings plays now. So now look at Vivo. Somebody was mentioning Vivo before, earnings play. Look at the break on the weekly. Look at the break on the daily. Doesn't appear to be very much support. I think they stagger their emails. I know Citron does. Sort of like the first wave. I don't know how they determine who gets the emails first. I have the service, whatever you want to call it, and I have not got the email. I did get the email last night saying they were going to dump all over a stock, teased us, but I have not got the actual email yet. But I'm sure, I say, I think they stagger them. There it is. I've got it now. Came at 9:48 for me, so 3 minutes ago. Well, I got mine right now. I'm sure, I'm positive they stagger them, just like the other guys do. Ah, son of a gun. Remember I said it was down only 8%. I couldn't get it where I wanted it. The CNX, let's see if it bases a little bit and then continues. All right, Perigo continues down, coming into this area here. I mean, look, if it takes this out with any vengeance, I mean, there's really nothing stopping it. On the weekly chart, again, an audit from the IRS saying they owe $840 odd million. Okay, it continues down. Yes, so another 8 minutes for this candle. So we've got two red candles so far to start the day. Yeah, but they're fighting. That's from 2013. That's 5 years, 6 years ago. So they are fighting it. Oops. Yeah, a couple 100,000 at Interactive Brokers for PetQ in terms of shorts. Well, Holly tried to short a strong earnings play and is getting, where's the stop price? 19.10. She could get stopped out right there. Man, look at the weekly on this. And look at the daily, big breaks. 1981. Here's the 200-day moving average. So it's still, that could stall it. So she just got stopped out of that one. Hey, one moment, please. All right, so I see this CMSS. This is they've got something to do with that REN, RENN, just getting clobbered now. I see it was halted at 950. No shorts available. Too bad. Like this AMC has a short potential, but there looks like there's some support right around here, around that 1460 level, which is only 30 cents away. Look at it on the weekly. Could be too much support right around here. Otherwise, I would have loved this one underneath that 15 whole number. It's not an earnings play. All right, so of interest here is that the market keeps moving like this. So yeah, OII got stopped out. You notice there's a re-entry right there, 1885. It's close, 1885. It's close. And that re-entry is halfway between the original entry and the stop price. Okay, so could get a secondary trigger on. Well, you're just going in at your price that you want. That's all. The limit out, just like any other limit order. You're limiting it to that. You're not going in at the market. All right, SWAV. So some of these, some of these IPOs are finally starting to maybe give it up today. Today, doesn't mean they're all over, but look at Diebold all over the place. Well, there's a sell-off, 47 down to 41. All right, just kind of watching this. OII could be interesting. Hasn't triggered yet on the re-entry. 1885 would be a re-entry. All right, first of all, just want to make sure everybody's aware. If you go up to the alert section, there's a link here for the test drive. Starts on May the 6th, that's next Monday. Get 5 full trading days with our premium service, just as if you were a premium subscriber, all right? And it costs you $8.99. That's also open to our standard subscribers. You want to try our premium service for those 5 trading days, you can do the same thing. And just remember, if you sign up today, basically what you're doing is you're pre-registering, all right? You will not get live data until Monday, next Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. You will have access to the program, though, about an hour after the market closes on Friday. So you can definitely play around with it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can do some scanning, of course, on the weekend. Maybe find some good setups for the following week. So that is the test drive. We do not have free trials, all right? People ask us all the time. We do this 4 times a year, though. So the next one it starts on Monday for 5 full trading days. And there's the link right there. And you don't have to worry. Once it's over, it's over. There's nothing for you to do. You don't have to unsubscribe for it. We don't put you into a subscription automatically. If you want to take out a subscription afterwards, great. But you know, that's all it is. It's just a 5-day test drive. Nothing for you to do once it's over. Second, please. Yeah, that's VFF. What a runner. Somebody was mentioning this earlier. No kidding. This has been slammed a little bit by some of the short sellers. Well, as long as it's not a competing product, Chris, yeah, it's okay. As long as it's not a competing product, of course. INST keeps ringing in my ear here. INST, another earnings play, sinking here. I'm continuing to watch the OII, guys, in case it looks strong though, so it might not. It did trigger. If you have Holly, it did trigger, but it looks like it's still strong. Well, keep an eye on BRKS. If they get the bid up to over 36, this definitely has room. Okay, I'm out of the OII. Tried it on before the re-entry. It just is too strong. It's an earnings play. So now, looking at it, just watching OII right here. The 200-day is 1981, so that's far enough away. Yeah, asking questions like that, trigger bar, I mean, you know, it's really up to you. You have to have a stop and, I mean, I don't, who knows where you bought this. Yeah, hopefully you had a plan before. You're asking information or, you know, an answer to a question like that here. You might get some opinions, but I mean, ultimately you have to make up your mind. Well, you mean, well, it popped up and then it dropped? Who knows? I mean, it's a low float, 2.9. It's just a trader's stock. One moment, please. All right, I'm back. Okay, so PI, sort of a red bar ignored on the 15th. PI. I guess not sort of. There's the red bar right there, engulfed by the previous green candle. Like, I always like to see the body, not just the tail, but engulfing it. But nonetheless, there it is. It is an earnings play. And definitely watching OII to see if it wants to continue. All right. Well, PI did not continue so far anyway. Okay, one moment, please. Having some audio issues here. Guys, one moment, please. I'm just having some. I think you guys can hear me, right? I'm just, but I'm some problems with my headset here. But I think you guys can hear me. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put myself on mute. I'm just trying to fix whatever's going on here. Okay, for on my side, it's not on your side. All right, ready to go again. Well, Zion has been a little bit choppy, but I guess a lot choppy. Look at that. Hard to hold on through something like that, but depending on what your time frame is, of course. Well, today, obviously, the day to short the high-flying IPOs for a while anyway. All right, guys, Jake, take everything to off topic if it's not actually specifically about a stock, please. All right. Well, HWQ, I mentioned this one earlier. I thought maybe this support might be the blocking of it. Who knows? 2361 takes that out. It still has a lot of room to fall if it wants to. HIIQ. Yeah, it looks like it has some room to the 26 level, MGM. Yeah, remember this one, Twist yesterday was soaring yesterday. Not shortable at IB, Twist, TWST. This was the one that had a terrible spread. Actually, the spread's not terrible right now, but no shorts available for me at Interactive Brokers. Well, this one just keeps moving higher. BRKS, really no pullback whatsoever. What's the spread like? Yeah, it's a bit of a tough spread. This is just moving higher. There is the resistance area, 39.60-ish or so. Yeah, this one continues its comeback. STNE on the weekly. I remember this one yesterday, the high flyer from yesterday, Roan, all the way up to a little over 620, about 620 yesterday. Just looking at some of these ones that are moving quickly in the last 5 minutes, seeing if there's any sort of interesting pattern. All right, CVLT is an earnings play, and it is way down here. No support really. Look at the daily chart, big breakdown. Huh. NM, one of the little maritime stocks, shipping stocks, moving here. NM. How was Scorpio doing? The earnings play from yesterday. Okay, some of these low floaters on the move, seeing if anything really popped. I'm keeping watch on that OII, see if it takes out that 1930 again. Yeah, run interesting, 1551 right now, has some room on the week. Not an earnings play. I guess it is. I guess it is reacting FSLR. Let me see what FSLR is doing. No, it's not. FSLR has earnings a couple of days from now. Okay, this is now from the Pitbull scan. Now, only problem might be 3136. So depends how much you're looking for. Looks like there's deep support around here. CVLT continues down. I don't know if the weekly makes any difference, but there's the weekly 200. Definitely obvious. Well, definitely obviously, market is continuing to move down. Obviously, my bias is short. You can see HGG is chugging its way down here. Another, some support probably in this area, 3660. So it's, it's a little bit ways away, but just wish there was more room in some of these ways. What do I see for workday? I just don't follow these ones that are this expensive. Has earnings 22 days from now, so not really. I have no feelings for it whatsoever. I mean, obviously, yesterday popped up trying to sell off a little bit, but other than that, I really don't know. I mean, the market is moving down, so I don't know what you're doing, shorting it. It'll just trade with the market right now. I mean, earning 22 days from now, so there's nothing really. It's had a nice break last week from the daily. From the weekly. Okay, I'm watching run again to see if it gets back to that 1550. CVLT continued down. I don't know, Waleed. I just don't know. Because I am watching run here to see if it takes out that 1550 again. It continues down. Down to right here, 1546. It definitely has room underneath on the daily and the weekly. So I'm kind of somewhat fixated on it. I wish you luck, Can Trader, on the NBR. There's a real bottom fishing right there for you. All right, everybody, it is now 10:30. This is typically when I start talking about subscriptions, links, and all that. So first of all, if you're brand new to the room today, welcome. This is the format of the room every morning, every day. I open the room at 9 o'clock Eastern time. So when I start to share my screen, get live on the mic at about 9:05. I go up to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and up to 3 o'clock on Fridays. And if you are a Trade Ideas subscriber, if you can locate that Room Drive icon, it looks like a half open folder, probably beside my name. If you click on it, you will see one of the documents is scans that I share. Just click on the download. You'll see all the scans that I'm sharing. You'll see more than what you see on the shared monitor. I have 2 other monitors, and I have scans on those other monitors too, so you can basically pick and choose which ones you might like. I'm going to go over the links. Okay, first of all, there is a promo code. If you click on the subscriptions link right there, there's a promo code, Barry for Alpha, all in capital letters, instant 15% savings, first month only, or the entire year of a Trade ID subscription. Also, the test drive starts May the 6th, gives you access to our full package, just as if you were a premium subscriber for, excuse me, for 5 trading days. So that starts on Monday, next Monday. It'll cost you $8.99. And we do this 4 times a year. People ask us all the time, do you have free trials? We do not have free trials. This is about as close as you're going to get to it, all right? Let's take a look at what Trade Ideas costs. All right, so again, remember the promo code, you can use the promo code. We have a standard yearly plan, $1068 a year minus the 15%. The premium yearly, $2268 a year minus the 15%. The big difference is Holly, which I'll go over. If you're unsure about any of this, I would never hop into a yearly plan. You could always take out a monthly plan, standard monthly, $118 less the 15%, or the premium, $228 less the 15%. Again, that discount's only good for the first month. If you did take out a subscription today, today's the 30th of April, if by May the 30th, you decided you want to upgrade, say from standard to premium, or from monthly to annual, you can do so and we'll honor the promo code. Second here. Shoot. I'm missing the OII. OII just popped. Yeah, I just missed it while I was doing this. Too bad. There it goes. Oh well. Brokerage Plus. Brokerage Plus is a one-time licensing application, one-time license, $1,100 minus the 15%. What do we mean by a one-time lifetime license? If you unsubscribe from Trade Ideas and you come back, it'll still be there for you. Now, just to make sure you're completely clear about this, in order to use Brokerage Plus right now, you do need an interactive brokerage account and you need our premium service, all right? We are looking to add more brokerage platforms, but I cannot tell you which ones or when that'll happen. What does Brokerage Plus look like? Basically, it's a great looking order entry screen. You won't use, if you have interactive brokers, basically use this for order entry instead of your interactive brokers order entry. In its simplest form, click on an alert, it'll load. You can manually indicate how many shares you want and what price you want. And of course, click on the buy, and there you go. We have hotkeys for you. Flatten is getting you out of a position or as many positions as you want at the same time. Getting out of half a position or again as many. Doubling your position. Reversing, going from long to short or from short to long. Just be completely aware of the spread. Next level would be, okay, can I say a bad word? That is the one I wanted. Oh well. Ahead of time, you can set up buying and shorting parameters. Your own buying and shorting parameters. So you click on an alert, you say, yep, I want to buy it, short it, click how you want to do it, and it'll show up, of course, in your screen. It's a wonderful way if you are an active trader, have 8 to 10 positions open at a time or more, of course. Great way to manage all your trades. If you have the wherewithal, not many of our customers do, but we do have a back testing option. So you can create, you'll need our premium service, but you can create your own alert strategy, back test it, and if you're very, very comfortable that every time a symbol shows up, you want to auto trade it, you can do that. All right. Very few of our customers will do that. And yes, you can auto trade, Holly. I would not suggest you do. If you do want to, though, go down to this link right there, manage your expectations of auto trading Holly. What I think a lot of people may do is they may auto trade the entry, but manage the exit. Okay, instead of auto trading the exit. But anyway, it's completely up to you. You can find out about Holly, clicking on that link right there. You can find out about all the strategy descriptions that we have, or the descriptions of all the strategies that we have. What does putting on the brakes mean? What is selling strength, topping formation? Some of them are obvious, some of them are not. You see these ones because these are the ones that made the cut. They had the proper profit factor and win percentage combination. We have about 50 strategies that go through an optimization procedure at the end of every trading day. And as I say, we don't know which ones will make the cut tomorrow, but you'll see them tomorrow before the market opens. But if you want to see a description of all the strategies, you can go right there. Training Monday to Thursday at noon Eastern. Sign up for that right there. Webinars Monday to Thursday at 5 o'clock Eastern. These are all archived. You should have the latest TI Pro. If you don't know what you've got, click on Help and About. I have this is a development version. You should have 4.2.74. If you don't, please, you should download it. And let's see. You can take out a demo of trade ideas right there. I do a daily video between 1:50 and 1:45 every day. I've already gone over Brokerage Plus. Trade of the week sent to you before the market opens every Monday morning. We are getting rid of the idea of having 3 Hollies. So, if you want to take a look at this, go ahead. It shows you how you can have them all open at once. And again, we went over the managing your expectations of auto trading Holly. Man, CHGG, I mentioned this one chugging its way down here. Yeah, well, I wanted to take that OII over 1920, and I'd say I just missed. I had an alert set there, but I was looking at it right around here. But anyway, it was a quick pop. There's the 200 days. I probably would have stalled it anyway, but would have been a nice quick trade. Now, CHGG. Earnings play. Continuing to watch run to see if it can take out 1550. You know what, I'm in it now. I don't want to wait in case it gets below that 10% and I can't get it. So I'm in at 19, I wish, 51 for the run short. Let's see if it takes out that 1550. Yeah, look at AE tanking now. Tanking, I mean, it's relative. Tanking from where it was, 1083, now back down to 10. Yeah, that was a pretty sketchy press release. So CMSS, and REN are tied. Wow, that HIIQ, man, oh man. That's a nice one from the pit can also. Now, what I don't